Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturning. A couple of weeks ago, a fellow saw one of my videos where I turned a ball or a sphere and said, "Hey, can you make me a Tai Chi ball about 8 inches in diameter?" I said, "No, that's a lot of work. I show people how to do it." But I decided to make one anyway to show you how to make a big ball or sphere on the lathe. This one is solid oak, just laminated together and then turned as one block into this Tai Chi ball. Now, how they use it, I don't know. It's way too heavy for me, so, but it's a nice big ball. Let's turn this Tai Chi ball.
For this project, I laminated pieces of dry oak until I had a block of wood a little over 8 by 8 by 8 inches. The ends were uneven, but the block is so heavy and awkward, I did not want to try to saw it. Instead, I used the drill press to bore a flat at the center of each end. Now the spur center and live center can seat firmly to the wood. Now to lift this heavy block of wood to mount it to the lathe. Fortunately, the drill bit left good points for the centers to fall into. Now the task is to rough out the oak before trimming the ends. Then I'm marking out the projection of an octagon onto the surface. For an 8-inch diameter, each side is 3.314 inches. So I'm laying out the center at 4 inches, then 1.657 out from the middle for this side of 3.314 and the full 8-inch length. I did the math and made a spreadsheet for octagons in 1/8 inch increments of diameter. Next, I'm reducing the extra length down to a diameter of 3.314 inches, the size of the end side. I'll do this on both ends. I'm using a bidan and a parting tool. I still need a lot of practice with the bidan. Then I can cut a 45-degree side between the end diameter and the mark on the side. This is not a precise cut, but it helps me in shaping a sphere of this size. Same process for the other end. Now I can bisect each side and cut new flats, thus making my octagon into a 16agon. The 16agon does not have to be finished since it's only a guide. I can now round off the points into the sphere. I'm also using an idea from Julio Marcolongo. This is a disc with a hole in the middle I can move over the surface. If I see gaps, they are next to a ridge and I need to cut it out. My disc should be bigger for this size of ball. Now for the first shift. I've marked an equator line on the ball, then put a cup faceplate on the headstock and another threaded cup faceplate on the live center. The trick is to center the ball into the cup when the ball is not yet uniform. I sawed off the ends with a bandsaw. Next, the trick is to scrape off the bumps while watching the ghost image at the top edge of the ball. I started with a square carbide cutter. The ball only jumped off the lathe once here. I took this opportunity to shift the ball. I switched to shear scraping with a gouge. This seems to work better for me. It seems to put a lot less pressure on the ball. Again, work the ghost away. It's hard to center a ball of this size. but it is still working. This process takes at least 2 shifts after the first turning, and sometimes more if I don't get it right. I really like this process for spheres. No expensive special purpose tool and no ticky jam chuck. All I need are cup faceplates and standard tools. On smaller balls, I use a rubber stopper on the live center instead of a threaded cup faceplate for the tailstock. I had to treat some cracks with CA glue and let it harden. To power sand the ball, I used the same process. Sand, shift, sand, shift, sand. Change grit, repeat, change grit. You get the picture. I decided to sign the ball with only my initials and the year with the pyrography pen. Finally, I decided to give the ball a bath with walnut oil. I put it in a large stainless bowl, poured walnut oil over it, then wet a towel with oil and finished its oil bath. My Tai Chi ball weighs 7 pounds and is about 8 inches in diameter. I don't know Tai Chi, so why anyone would want to exercise with this big, heavy ball is beyond me. I made this ball mainly to prove to myself that I can turn a ball of this size. No, I'm not selling them. I'm thinking I should make another this size, but much lighter. Stay tuned for that. As for exercise, yoga plus some other exercises are good enough for me. That's all for this big Tai Chi ball. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, and tell your friends. Please wear your full face shield. You'll thank me later. I'm Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. Come back next week for a new wood turning video.